and welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and I want to showcase in Territory Battles exclusive node, the node that's been locked since the beginning of Territory Battles. That's right, 7 have gone. We now have a 7-star Rolo, and we're going to be able to do that mission. Let's go check it out. All right, I know a lot of people that requested, they wanted to see this. They wanted to see how difficult this is. Now, it's a special mission from what we know. All other special missions are 3 rounds, so we're going to go ahead and go in and check it out. The first thing I like to do is I like to see what I need elsewhere, so that way when I do the special mission, which, by the way, the special mission is always the one that I do first, to make sure that when I do that special mission, I'm not using characters that I need in other areas of the game. So let's go ahead and go in to the middle, and right here is a rebel. So we're gonna need non-Rogue One rebels, maybe some of my Phoenix, maybe like CLS, characters like that. Then over here, it's specific Rogue One, so I'll use my traditional Rogue One team. And then down here, of course, I always, for this light side node, use resistance. And then we have the newest node that we get to finally take advantage of and utilize. Pretty awesome. You have to have a 7-star Captain Han Solo, which only takes, if you're free to play, 2 months, which it's been 2 months now. So you could have this 7-star. And then also Rolo, you were earning shards with your team as long as everybody had a 5-star. So everybody from here on out is going to start earning those 7 stars every week. Another batch of individuals is going to have a 7-star Rolo. So more and more people are going to get to do this mission. I just wanted to be the first to put this special mission out there as an exclusive for everybody to check out. All right, so we know in this mission you have to use Rebel Leia, you've got to use Organa Leia, you know, and then you also have to use Captain Han Solo. So Rebel Officer Leia Organa, Captain Han Solo. Let's select the other characters. Now they require her to be the leader. So really quick, I just want to go in, and you should know your enemy, but you should also know your team. And I rarely use her. And so if you click on her leadership, it says Rebel allies have tenacity plus 20%, which is meh. And then plus and 20% critical chance. So it raises everybody's crit chance up. So everybody you're taking in is going to more than likely do critical damage versus regular damage. That is good. It says whenever a rebel ally takes damage from an Empire enemy, they have a 50% chance to gain foresight. Now, this leads to be a little bit of a problem because this is a light side node. You have 2 other rebel nodes up top. So if you take in rebels to gain the benefit from her leadership of being able to give them the foresight, which is really going to help, you unfortunately are going to be left short on rebels for the actual node up north, which is 6 battles, and it's extremely difficult, even if you're playing and you've got maxed out characters. So her leadership ability being forced in this particular node is not good because it's not a very good leadership ability. Essentially, we're probably not going to have very many rebels, if any, and so all you're really getting from her leadership is a little bit of crit chance, which if you've modded your characters right, is really unnecessary or not needed. So with someone like Han Solo, you know, you're guaranteeing yourself all that extra turn meter. So I'll probably bring Han Solo in here. Plus I need a massive damage dealer that can stun to make sure that I can get through this. It is only 3 rounds, but it will be difficult. I am sure of that. So let's go ahead and go back. Let's take everybody out. What we are going to want to do is use as many non-rebels as possible, but I think I will use Han Solo just because, and then the rebels, we can leave the rest of those in. Let's see. Let's take in, by the way, CHS, or Captain Han Solo, he's really great. You know, he can cleanse, he does days on his basic. You need days, very much so. Okay, there we have it. So what I'm going to do is I'm bringing in the 2 I have to bring in. I'm bringing in my General Kenobi. He's light side, not rebel specific, so I have a tank and a cleanser. And then I'm also bringing in Han Solo for my DPS or my damage. And then I'm also going to go ahead and bring in Ezra because Ezra calls that assist. And if he calls in Han Solo, you know, if you choose Han Solo, there's like up to 4 attacks that can happen in one fell swoop, which is going to devastate the opponent pretty quickly. So this is going to be the team that I'm going to take in for this particular node. You can see I'm at 85,000 power. That's pretty pretty good. Actually, that's pretty high. Most of these characters that I'm utilizing here, they're 7-star, obviously, so they can be used. Level 85. Their abilities are at like 7 or above. You can see that I got Rolo, the leader, at all of her levels to 7. I didn't Omega any of her abilities or Zeta or anything like that. I just went ahead and did the getting them to 7 so that way they have the best bang for their buck. I just didn't want to spend Omegas. Omegas are hard to get. So let's go ahead and take this team and battle it out. All right, so like I thought, like every other special, you get an opportunity to go in 3 rounds, which is like all the others, 3 rounds for specials. And you can see right off the bat, these characters are level 85 in the first round, pretty maxed out. So they've definitely beefed this one up. Let's go ahead and we have a Snow Trooper Ops. The Ops take away all your buffs. And so I like to, if there's fewer of them than the droids, I like to take them out first. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna daze this Snow Trooper. And let's go ahead and do her AoE. It does 10 attacks, and if it hits somebody else more than once, which it has to because there's only, 6 targets, there's 4 extra hits that are going to hit people that have been subsequently hit. What's that going to do is it's going to ability block them. And it didn't. That's okay. Let's go ahead and put Retribution up and Critical Chance up. All right, we're going to call an assist, and we're going to call Han Solo. There we go, got our 4 attacks. And with this Elite Ops, we're going to go ahead and do a mass attack. Whap, pow, pow, pow. Almost. Let's move back over to this Ops. We're going to do his special, which will give him enough turn meter to do his basic. And we'll move over to this one. There we go. Now we need to start taking out, obviously, these droids. Droid, please. All right, buff immunity. She loves to apply that buff immunity. All right, they've already done their specials, so let's just go ahead and go after the Snow Trooper, who's the damage dealer. Here we go. Bow, bow. All right, this one might pop, so let's go ahead and go after the ones that are going to pop first. Whap, whap. There we go. Almost 15k on his basic. That's pretty good for that Han Solo. Let's move to the next one. And we're going to go ahead and do his special and then his basic. There we go. Now we have 1 left. And her special is backup. Bow. All right, there's round 1. Pretty easy, right? Easy enough anyway. We have an Elite Snow Trooper. We want to stun the Elite Snow Trooper. There we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and try to use the Rebel Barrage again. Like I said, I must not have very good potency on her, but I also didn't mod her very well. Side note, I don't have a ton of extra mods, and the few that I have that have a little bit of speed, I just threw on so I could get her to around 200 speed. So she's obviously not got the high enough potency to get that ability block that it's supposed to apply, but we'll see what it does. And that time I got some ability block. Okay, let's go ahead and put some days up. Some critical chance up. We're ready for success. Let's go ahead and try and get rid of this Elite Snow Trooper by calling an assist. Whap, 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 whap. There's 4 hits. He's pretty tanky. Let's do a mass attack. This should finish him off. Oh, man. Wow. Very powerful. Okay. Let's move on now. Let's see. The commander is fine. We have another ops. Let's go ahead and continue on that ops. There we go. And then we have to start taking out all of the droids. And we'll work on the one with the less amount of protection. Pow. All right. Let's go ahead and daze. We want to spread that days out, that day's love out to as many characters as possible. And the reason is if the Snow Trooper commander tries to call an assist, he won't be able to get that assist that he's trying to call because they'll all have been dazed. By the way, I know everybody's going to say, why isn't he using that special ability? I wanted to do this without that special ability for a couple of reasons. One, it's a challenge for me. I already have maxed out characters for the most part. I wanted it to be a challenge. The other thing is a lot of you watching may not unlock that actual ability, or it may be on a much lower scale and not nearly as powerful, and it's a disadvantage for you to not have that. And so I wanted you to be able to see this, where the level of these characters are at, and not see me just swipe the whole board because I have an aerial barrage. So I wanted to go ahead and not use it, kind of as a handicap of sorts. If I get in trouble, I can use it in the last round. Let's go ahead and get rid of him. Let's move to the next one. Let's call an assist, of course, Han Solo. Ooh, I only got 3 attacks that time. Dang, only 3. All right, and we're almost there. What we're gonna do is basically basics, because what I wanna do is reset all the cooldowns because we're going in against the, I believe, the ATST. So I wanna make sure that I have everything at my disposal for that battle. Alright, 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 yeah. Ha. Oh man. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. There we go. Oh, yeah. Alright, so we have a Snow Trooper Commander, of course. We have an Imperial Probe Droid Elite, and we have an Imperial Probe Droid Elite. With this, the first kill order is going to be the probe droids. They're going to expose you with the target locks, which are going to remove your turn meter, give them turn meter, and cause you to do additional damage. And then this ATST will be last. And you want to get rid of this stupid Snow Trooper Commander as well because of all the protection up and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start working right on this guy. We can stun. We'll put Retribution up. Let's go ahead and do an AoE attack. Wow. Not so much. We'll go ahead and we're going to do a mass attack on the other Imperial Probe Droid that's not stunned and dazed. Pow, blah. And they're about as hard as the other ones. We'll call an assist with Han Solo. Once they get under 100% health, you got to kill them quick, because they can blow up. As soon as they're under that 100% health, they'll blow up. Oh man, the ATST is brutal. But at least my countering is doing some damage. Let's go ahead and, no, let's just keep working on this droid. The countering is going to be critical because I don't have CLS, and so that's why General Kenobi was so awesome in this. Yikes! I do need a cleanse from General Kenobi because, my goodness. Oh! Alright, he took care of himself. And he's at 50%. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get him under whap. Let's do that. Definitely want to heal him. That was Commander Han Solo did the cleanse on both of them and gave him back health. If he had 100% health, he would have got protection back as well. So that's my bad for not using that a little earlier. Let's get rid of him. And now it's ATST versus my team. Pretty awesome. I still have the Imperial Barrage, or whatever you want to call it, the aerial barrage that, you know, is right here if I need it, but I don't think I do. Let's go ahead and see. Daze can be inflicted on the ATST. Good to know. And possibly other debuffs. So it's interesting to know which buffs and debuffs will it allow. There's a cleanse. And he's almost dead. I think this is going to do it. Bam, almost. Here's a mass attack. So should I do the mass attack or should I do the aerial assault? Well, the mass attack would definitely finish him off, and so would the aerial assault. Let's just let my troops do it. Here we go. Bam, and it just disappeared into thin air. Pretty cool. We've been waiting 7 weeks to see this and to see what the combat was going to look like. It's essentially just like the other combat nodes where there's, you know, special missions where there's 3 rounds. The first 2 rounds are very similar to every other special mission, but in the last one you've got a couple of individuals you have to fight plus the ATST. Obviously the ATST is powerful when on offense, but you can debuff it with a number of debuffs. My suggestion would be to get that days off onto the ATST first. I did not initially do that. I would recommend that because you don't know what kind of random characters will spawn next to him, and if it's anything that calls assists, it very well could call the ATST, which was very powerful offensively in comparison to all of the other characters that they randomly spawn. So anyway, I hope that this was fun. I hope you got to check it out. I know that through me, I got to walk through it, but for you, you could see how much health and protection you can deconstruct and analyze that by watching this, and hopefully this will help your guild in determining which team to take in, what debuffs your characters should have when facing this. As always, make sure you keep your gaming on. Warrior, out.